Welcome back to FM Storey. We're approaching the halfway point of Season 3 of the South American Glory Hunter. League-wise, things haven't been going particularly well, but we've already won the league twice. So the aim for this season, as it was with last season, is the Copa do Brasil and the Copa Libertadores. We've made it to the quarterfinal of both competitions, so things are going pretty well, and hopefully in this episode we can continue on the track with those competitions and hopefully progress even further. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We're now at the beginning of July, and since the end of the last episode, we've had a long run of league games. We've had the first leg of the quarterfinal of the Copa do Brasil as well. So we ended the last episode with the 2-2 draw against Bragantino that saw us through to the quarterfinal of the Copa do Brasil. We then had them in the league immediately afterwards and won 4-0. We won 4-1 against Chiara before we lost to local rivals Grêmio 3-2. They got a goal in the last 10 minutes to secure the 3 points. We then beat Botafogo 4-1 and then slumped to a 1-0 defeat against Atletico Goianiense. Our league form has been very, very up and down, and so it proved because we won the next game 5-0, including missing a penalty. We won the next game 3-0, and then we beat America 2-0. And then we started July with the first leg of the quarterfinal. So we've got the two games sort of 3 days apart. We won the first leg 3-1. It was 1-0 until the last 10 minutes. Then we got 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. And then they pulled one back as we were approaching the end of the game. So that was the home leg. We won 3-1. We've got the away leg up next. We are unfortunately missing Sergio Roche. It is the World Cup. He is in the Uruguayan squad. A Uruguay squad that have just knocked out Brazil in the last 16. And so we're going to be relying on Leo Jardim in goal, but otherwise we have a full squad available, and hopefully the 2-goal advantage is enough to see us into the semi-finals over a team that beat us in the final last season. So this is the side we've picked for the away leg. Obviously, as we said, we're missing Roche in goal, so Leo Jardim's in goal, and Toma Basic isn't fully fit. So Rios has now got his Brazilian nationality. He is now starting alongside Zambrano in the centre of midfield. And hopefully we can come away with a spot in the semi-final. A throw for them deep in our half. Into Felipe Anderson in the box. Back to the full-back, and thankfully that's gone high and wide. Right, a corner for them. It's going to be an outswinger. Vital gets his head on it, but we've got no one on the edge of the box. I mean, we've allowed them to pass that a couple of times without closing anyone down. And the shot snuck in at the near post, and it reduces the aggregate lead to 1. So Vital gets his head on it. Harassling, someone eventually comes up to close him down, finds Pickers, and I mean, we shouldn't really be conceding that at all. Goal kick goes long. Mauricio flicks it on Aravena to Paz. Semenyo back to Rios. Zambrano shoots from distance, flies into the top corner. That's more like it. 1-1 on the night, restores the 2-goal advantage on aggregate. And it was important that we got back on terms quickly. Semenyo works it infield. Rios just helps it on to Zambrano, takes a couple of touches, and then just drills it into that top corner. And there we are. Half time, 1-1. We've not really done much apart from the goal, but we've got a 2-goal advantage on aggregate with 45 minutes left. Hopefully we can see our way through to the semi-final. We've made 2 changes at half-time. We made a double switch on the left-hand side. Wendell and Wanderson coming on for Tawan Lara and Christian Barrios. Mauricio back to Wendell. He gives the ball away. He's not had a great start. Otavio tries to side someone down and doesn't do it properly. They're in behind, and luckily that's flicked the side net as it's gone past. Right, Wendell wins a header. Mauricio down to Zambrano. Wanderson back to Otavio. Zambrano gets it again. Right, Rios to Zambrano. Drives infield, swatches to the area, and can't repeat his effort from the first half as that one goes well over the top. Right, a throw for them. They've gone back to one of the centre halves. I mean, we are not getting particularly close to them, which is a surprise given how we've played most of this season. We've not changed anything for this game. And Ronnie chips it forward. Good save from Yardim. Murillo fires it home. And we're back to just being one goal in front. We just didn't react to the ball coming off Leo Jardim. No. Now they've gone to a 4-4-2. Right, we've brought a couple of extra fresh legs on to try and see out this injury time period without conceding another. Throw for us, Bustos to Aravena. Back to Vital. Please do not give the ball away. Otavio. Vital. I thought he'd given it away there. Rios back to Leo Jardim. Wide to Wendell. Zambrano into Saldana. Bustos on the right. Was down the line looking for Aravena, but it's far too overhit and goes through to the keeper. And that cannot be the end of the highlight. So they've gone long from the keeper. Bustos wins a header. They flicked it on. They're in behind. That was almost like when they scored the winner in injury time in the final of the Copa do Brasil last season. But luckily it's off target. It means we've won the game we've lost the game 2-1 on the night. We've won the tie 4-3 in aggregate. We were dreadful in front of goal. 10 shots, only one of them on target, which was the goal. But we've gone through without playing well, and we're into the semi-finals of the Copa do Brasil for the second season run. We are now at the end of July. We've got the second leg of the second round of the Copa Libertadores at home against Belgrano. We're missing Antoine Semenyo with a fractured toe. And I think suffice to say our form's been pretty ropey since that second leg against Palmeiras. We drew 1-1 at home against Corinthians. We lost 1-0 away at Flamengo. We immediately had them again in the league. We drew 1-1 with them in the league. We did manage to win the first leg of the Copa Libertadores second round 2-0. And we won 3-0 in the most recent games. Hopefully this form looks like it's trending upwards. We do have this home leg. We've got a 2-goal advantage. So hopefully that should be enough to see us through to the quarterfinals of the Copa Libertadores. So this is the side we've picked for the home leg. Obviously Sergio Rocher is back now that the World Cup's over. Uruguay made it to the quarterfinals where they were beaten by Switzerland, who themselves lost in the semi-final, before France beat Germany in the final. We do have a new addition to the squad. We've signed Claudinho from a Russian club after his contract expired in the summer. We have spent an awful lot of time since the European transfer window opened, turning down offers for players. In particular, the one that seems to be highly sought after at the moment is Aravena. But he so far said he wants to stay, and hopefully we can keep him. And then hopefully with a 2-goal advantage here, we can set ourselves into the quarterfinals of the Copa Libertadores. Right, Lara with a throw. Barrios to Zambrano. Lara back to Rios. Lara again. Zambrano doing well on that left-hand side. Zambrano into the box this time, goes down. They were looking to break away, but Otavio striding forward from the back with the ball. Back to Lara, cutting in field. Out to Paz at right back. Paz has got it again. Pulls it back into the box to Mauricio, shifting it onto his left foot. Goes across the box and fires high over the bar. Right, and Barrios back to Otavio. Zambrano into Claudinho, on for Aravena. He's through. And hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Barrios down the left for the cross. It's headed away. Lara now bringing it forward. Zambrano back to Otavio. Zambrano into Aravena. He scores. I thought he was actually offside, but we're not going to get a VAR check for it. So it must have just been the fact that he was so far in the front of the defence by the time the ball gets to him. It's this central defender over here that was on the corner of the D that was playing him on. And that puts us 3-0 up on aggregate. Paz to Mauricio. Vitao into Rios. Zambrano shoots from distance. And the keeper kind of shovels it behind for a corner. Mauricio to take. In swing it to the back post. And Vitao heads it well over the top. Paz to Rios. Vitao into Rios. Claudinho on the edge of the box. Cuts his way past. What a finish. And he's immediately making himself at home in the squad. That's a couple of goals he's got now. Vitao finds Rios. Shifts it with the outside of his foot. Claudinho chops back past his man. And then slots it past the keeper. And then from the kick-off, they've gone back to the centre-half. We've tried to press them in midfield. And they've gone past Lara on the right, into the box, squared it. And they've pulled the goal back immediately. So Zambrano pressed there and left space behind him. And then it was far too easy the way they got past Lara on that left-hand side. And then a simple finish once it's squared. Right, Aravena with a corner. In swings to the back post. It's headed clear as far as Claudinho. Cross to the back post. And the header from Aravena lands on the roof of the net. Right, Lara gets the ball. Infield to Zambrano. Claudinho. On to Mauricio, he's through. And he left the ball behind. Don't know what he did there. Rios to Zambrano, that should have been a third goal for us. How he managed to leave that one, I don't know. Vitao goes back to Rocher. Otavio finds Zambrano. Now Barrios down the left-hand side, goes past his man, cross to the back post. A poor header. Falls for Claudinho, and that's another goal. And that's his third goal since he joined. I think it's only his third or fourth game as well. Barrios gets a half yard down that left-hand side, crosses. The defender under no pressure from Mauricio just basically heads it. Couldn't have headed it into a better position for Claudinho to score. We are half-time, 3-1 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate, and we're in a really strong position to make it into the quarterfinals. Right, we've brought some fresh legs on the last half hour or so. They've got a corner though, in towards the near post. And luckily they've headed wide of that near post. Right, Paz to Vitao. Paz again down the line. It's worked in field, but behind Claudinho. And now they're attacking down their left-hand side. They've got the numbers there into the box. A decent goal. Very good finish from where he was from Anderson Duarte. That's 3-2 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. Hopefully we've still got a big enough advantage, but it's a couple of goals that we've just not defended very well for. Right, a free kick for them. I'm not sure they need a 3 men in the wall because I don't think he's going to shoot from there. Low to the edge of the box. I mean, that might end up being offside, but we've not reacted to anything there. It has been given offside, but we've allowed a simple pass into the edge of the area. There's 2 of them completely unmarked. Another free kick for them. This time Otavio gets his head on it. Alanzinho picks it up and runs. He plays it infield to Aravena. Claudinho onto Wanderson into the box. He scores. And that might settle any nerves that we did have. I mean, we had a 3-goal advantage on aggregate before that, but they'd had chances. He works it. It's a lovely finish. Opens his body up to bend it with his right foot. Aravena with a corner to the near post. Saldana gets his head on it. And that should, I mean, we are secure now of being in the quarterfinal. That's 7-2. We're less than 10 minutes left. We're not going to manage to throw this one away. Right, another corner late on. Aravena to take it again from the left. Again in towards the near post. Flicked header, hits the top of the bar and goes over. And there we are, full time. In the end, pretty comfortable. 5-2 on the night, 7-2 on aggregate, and we're through to the quarterfinals of the Copa Libertadores. And there we are, the end of another episode, and our aims of the Copa do Brazil and the Copa Libertadores are still well within reach. We're in the semi-final of the Copa do Brazil where we've been drawn against Corinthians. We're in the quarterfinals of the Copa Libertadores. We've been drawn against another Argentinian team in Talares. So hopefully we can make it past those rounds. Join us next time to find out if we do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.